Okay, so we have an exam type question here regarding trigonometry topic. So here it's given that the sine theta is 2m over 17 and cosine theta is given as 4m minus 1 over 17, and theta is known as an acute angle. An acute angle basically means that the angle is less than a 90-degree angle. So here they want you to express tangent theta in terms of m. So the most important part of this question is that they are asking us to express tangent theta. This means that tangent theta is going to be the subject of your algebraic formula. So it's going to be on your left hand side like this. So what we're going to do now is we are going to first think about formulas for sine, cosine and tangent. Now sine theta basically means that the opposite side of a right angle has to be divided with the hypotenuse. Cosine theta, on the other hand, means that the adjacent side of a right angle triangle divides with the hypotenuse. And tangent theta means opposite side of a right angle triangle divides with the adjacent side. So what I usually tell my students to do is I tell them to focus on the first letter and put them together to form SOH. So, and then you can do the same thing for CAH to form cha, and then you can use TOA, which will form toa. And this could be like your 3 new best friends that you have to learn their names. So this helps you to remember the formula easily. So now that we know the formula, now let's think about the information that's been given here. So they said that sine theta is 2m over 17. So based on our formula here, sine theta means opposite over hypotenuse. That means that 2m is referring to the opposite side and the 17 is referring to the hypotenuse. Similarly, cosine theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, which means that the 4m minus 1 is referring to the adjacent side, while the 17 is referring to the hypotenuse. So we know that the hypotenuse in both cases is 17. So taking this into consideration, we are now going to form our tangent theta. So our tangent theta is going to be the opposite side, which is 2m. I'm going to take the 2m, put it over the adjacent side, which is 4m minus 1. And that's it. This is your answer for the first section. So this question carries 2 marks. We're going to go into the next one where they are asking us to find the value of the theta if n is equals to 4. So since now we know that tangent theta, the formula is 2m over 4m minus 1. So tangent theta equals to 2m over 4m minus 1. We got this in our previous sub-question A1. So now I'm going to replace the value of n as 4 based on what the question is asking me to do. So instead of writing the n, I'm going to now replace n with the value of 4. This is going to be over 4. Instead of writing m, I'm going to write 4 minus 1. So upon solving this, 2 times 4 here would give me 8 over 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 minus 1 would give me 15. Now keep in mind, they want you to find the value of theta and not the value of tangent theta. So we'll have to use the scientific calculator to do this question, where we have to find the inverse of tangent 8 over 15 to find the value of the angle. So now to find the inverse of tangent 8 over 15, we want to find the value of the angle using a scientific calculator. So this is a scientific calculator that I use. So depending on the student, every student might have a different form of scientific calculator for different brand. However, their options are pretty much similar with each other. So I'm going to show you the steps on how to get the inverse of a tangent value. So first thing is, you're going to, of course, step number 1 would be to switch on your calculator, and upon doing this, you'll realize that you will have the mode math right at the upper right hand side corner, and you want to make sure that that is the mode that's selected. That goes by default. Usually by default the math mode is the mode that's selected upon switching on the calculator. The next step is to press the shift button over here, and when you do this, you will realize that the letter S appears on the upper left corner of the screen. Then we're going to use step number 3, where we're going to press the tangent option, and upon doing this, you will realize that you will see this option displayed on your screen. And then you're going to click on the number 8, because we want to find the value of the inverse tangent value of 8 over 15. Then option 5 is to press the fraction option over here. So upon pressing this option, you will realize that you will then get this display, 8 over a box or a square. Step number 6 is to then press 1 and 5 to make the value of 15. So then this would appear 8 over 15. Step number 7 is to press the equal option. Upon doing this, you will be given this value. You will see this whole value appearing here. Now this value is in the form of degree, but the question, since it's 28.07, we can change our answer to degree and minutes, which increases accuracy of your answer. In order to do that, 1 degree is equivalent to 60 minutes. So you can do a manual calculation on it, but using a calculator is so much easier. All you have to do is go to step number 8, where you have to choose this button over here that converts degree to minutes and vice versa. So upon pressing this button, the value would change to degree and minutes. So this is your answer, 28 degrees and 4 minutes.